Lots going on in the past 6 months. We haven't checked in, so figured it was probably time. The biggest change in the shop is the intern. Indy, come on, let's show everybody around, huh? 75% of the building now has new, we'll call them weatherproof, UV resistant, proper environmental windows. Second biggest thing would have to be taking off the corner of the building over here. This section of the building was the old metal maintenance shop. There's actually a forge still in there, but the roof was shot. And the repairs were somewhere in the $175,000 to $200,000 range. It just wasn't worth it. But what it did do is it solved a couple other problems, which most importantly was egress. We needed a way to get off of Main Street to get outside in the event of an emergency. So enter our new outdoor patio. It's Devin's and my new coffee spot when it's not 30 degrees outside. We've painted the building and I think it looks fantastic. We went dark on the brick, don't worry about it. The brick is not getting painted. We went dark on the block, excuse me. When all is said and done, we're leaning in on old industrial with a, what do we want to call that, a sprinkle of steampunk?
I'm steampunk now. Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. Jules Verne.
I'm envisioning murals, I'm envisioning logos, really cool taglines. We've got some stuff that we're going to be sharing in the future, all built around what is now known as the Collaboratory. The old double wide trailer is gone. That had become a fire trap, a safety hazard. A groundhog family had moved in. I don't know that I helped, right? We're not sure. It took me 2 hours to do what it took him 10 minutes to do. Let's go inside. Let's show everybody inside. Everybody's been following us knows that this is our main office space. This is where our editing suite is. My office is upstairs. This was the first area that was actually renovated when I moved in. A lot of this was already here. I just took something from Night at the Roxbury and brought it into Whitehall, Maryland. My office upstairs, I got Devin's office downstairs, and then we have this hangout area with our mini kitchen where the coffee machine is. Back behind here where these two chairs are is our podcast studio. We do some filming in there. So the shop hasn't changed that much since we got here, except for the fact that the tower is gone. In this corner here was a 2-story building that was put in long before I ever even thought of becoming a maker. That thing had to have been from the 70s. There was a bathroom upstairs and an office space, and then downstairs there was an office. The stair itself was not code, and it was just too much of a distraction to have a dog in the shop while you're trying to film. In the end, it makes more sense, and especially for ADA purposes, to get rid of it, get the bathrooms down low. And you know what? We're going to decide what to do because ultimately, we're not going to be staying here. The current plan right now is for us to be moving the shop out here on the other side of this red door, out to what we affectionately call Main Street, the creative hub of the Collaboratory. Go out, go out. Oh, he went out. Let me get the door. Yay, the bird left. This is where we're going to be moving the workshop. Running a wall here along these beams and then cutting back that way, and everything that's over there is coming over here. Now, before you ask me what's the purpose, it's actually pretty simple. It looks smaller than what we currently have, but it is the same exact size of what we currently have, except the floor is perfectly level and it's a square. Unlike our current shop, there's a lot of wasted space in our current shop. And if I'm being perfectly honest with you, there's windows I can see outside. I don't feel like I'm like all claustrophobic and stuck in a jail cell, I guess. So you'll walk through a door right here and come out. Now we're on what we call Main Street. Main Street is the central corridor for the Collaboratory. This is where we're going to hold workshops, hold classes, events, etc. At least that's the plan. Everything that we just shared might not happen. Things are moving forward, but they're moving forward at great financial as well as emotional cost. Everything we dream about is really bound up in permitting and zoning and community support. The community wants the Collaboratory. It remains to be seen where we go. I know what I was going to say, but it's going to get us in trouble. But I'm confident of this. It's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. We're 75% sure it's going to happen.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! Other than the windows, we've got to add some lighting out here and maybe some decorative lighting. But other than that, renovations for this is pretty well done. On this side of the beams, the shop is back there. On this side of the beams, this is all part of Main Street. But we'll clean the floor up. Haven't decided what to do with the floor yet. I do have an idea of something that I want to do, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet. We'll see. We got to do something here with the old pulp pit. We do have an idea for that. Ran it past the architect, and those drawings are going to be coming out probably in another month or so. Once I see it in drawing, then we can talk about it. Just know that we're not taking this out. It's part of the old infrastructure, and we want to find a way to leverage it and use it. We've got the DJ platform up there. We're not getting rid of that, which I happen to really love, to be honest. Definitely, it's brighter in here than we're used to. I do miss the softness of the brick, though. The glass brick, it just had this soft feel to the spot. I'm not dissatisfied. It's just a different look. And this is the main lobby. If you've been following us for a while, you watched us put the septic system in outside, and this is the inside of that area. Right there where those window frames are hanging out is going to be the public entrance. You don't like this as the lobby? So right here is going to be a greeting center. We have a beautiful redwood slab that we're currently harvesting and working on the design plans for that, complete with a back countertop with some cabinets underneath for storage. To the left of the greeting center is going to be our time card wall project. You're going to be hearing a lot about that in 26 because we're adding tech to the greeting area. Back up where those pallets are in that back corner is going to be our community restrooms. That's where they're going to go. And this big green building here that used to be a bathroom, that, my friends, is the new Mad Science Lab. So you'll be able to come into the lobby and go right into the Mad Science Lab if you're taking a class here. All's going to happen right there. On this side of the lobby here, we're going to be having a nice wall that comes across, and that is going to be our VIP area for the event center. That's going to be a classroom area, community meeting area, and if you happen to be having an event here and you need some private space, or if, let's say, we're doing a charity-based event here and we wanted to have an area where people can sit aside and have meetings and have VIP time, it's going to go right there. Might be leaning in on speakeasy. We haven't finished the design yet, but I got some cool ideas with that. This is another room, another 1,500 square foot room that we haven't really decided what we're going to do yet. You will be able to get to it from the outdoor living space, so you'll be able to get across the street from the old steam building up some steps and through a door into it, but right now it's a hodgepodge of construction crap. Back in that back corner there where they're still working on the windows, there's a set of steps that goes up and down. Up is the electrical room for the building. Downstairs is Freddy Krueger's basement. That's what we call it, at least. And in fact, we just used it for an event here 2 weeks ago where we hosted the Baltimore County Fire Department and we did a mass casualty drill here. We had that area dark, hot, and smoked up, and we put patients down there and we tested ourselves, myself included because I'm in the fire department, on our ability to handle that unfortunate possible disaster. Honestly, we had a lot of fun. I mean, it was practice, right? These are the same environmentally sound windows. The only difference is that we had the openings had plywood over them, so now it looks like the building laid in a tanning bed with those goggly things on. So we gotta get the painters back. Across the street there's 7+ acres that the river runs around. It's almost like a peninsula that we own. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with it, but we did clean it up. It looks like a park, and right now it is the main training ground for the intern. So we go play for an hour every day. This is about the last spot that looks rough. Right here is going to be the community entrance. What you're looking at right there are the new septic tanks that are finally in. So we are now septically sound. We haven't really figured out, other than we're gonna place back the dry dock that was there before we put the septic in, on top of the septic with a set of steps and an ADA ramp in order to get in the building. Well, we're getting ready to put in 4 separate permits for the rest of the outside of the building and what needs to be done to move our shop and take care of use and occupancy. So next time you check in with us, hopefully we'll be walking through that door. Wanna go play? Come on, let's go play.